What's up, YouTube? I guess today's another day, another problem. I don't have too many problems with this car lately. Here is one. I was leaving the movie theater, and I noticed when I went to unlock the doors, this door wasn't unlocking. Like it wouldn't budge. And lo and behold, I've realized when you lock and unlock it, this doesn't always work. So I'll show you. So you lock it, that works, right? Now when you go to, let's say you come back to your car and you unlock it. Okay, let me push unlock. See that? It'll do it. Now I go to lock. See that right there? That's locked. But it's not locking. You go to unlock it, that side unlocks and you can hear the motor. This doesn't really do much of anything. So what ends up happening is it's locked, but not really. Even though I can even get the horn and everything. So let's try. Yeah, not very safe. So today's video is going to be about replacing the door lock actuator. For the driver's side, I don't know if this is a common problem, but man, these pieces are expensive. This is the Dorman 759804. I found this one came from Amazon. Normally they're 120 bucks, but they had an open box and I took the chance from the warehouse. I don't even know if it works. It's 20 bucks. So if I'm successful, maybe by the end of this video, you guys will see what it's like to replace the lock. So step one will be to take off the door. To do that, the first thing you want to do is I'm going to pull back this cover right here. There's also this you're going to want to pry off. I believe it just pulls off. Mine's come off before like that, so there you go. If it's your first time, you're probably going to need to use a flathead or something to help pry it off. But when you remove it, there is a screw right there, and then there's a screw right there, and then let me see if I can. Okay, to remove that cap, all I did was take my flathead and stick it right in the corner, and it just popped right out. Actually, came right out on the floor like that. So that is exposing the third screw. Once all three screws are out, you will gently pry on the edges. And okay, so what we want to do first is get this thing pried out. There we go. It just slides out like that, and then slides out that way. Okay, once you remove the door clips, you will see there's the wires for the door lock mechanism. There's some speaker wires, so you'll have to unclip that clip. Let's see, I believe there's these two clips right here, and then I think there's one more I'm missing. I think that's it. But yeah, let me go ahead and start working on that. So this is what the door looks like removed without the panel. We have our door lock. We have our two connectors right here, your speaker connector. And so what we're concerned is we need to get into this lock assembly. This is where, behind this panel is where the lock actuator lives. So there's a whole slew of bolts we're gonna have to remove. Okay, so now the door has been disassembled. You can see right here. I'd have to remove all those wiring harnesses. I don't think I need to do all that, but the important part is actually right here. Okay, so I did remove those 3 screws and I was able to pull it out. So I'm gonna compare and see if, hopefully just removing those 3 Phillips screws, if this whole piece comes apart. Okay, so to my surprise, it was right. It was 3, just the 3 bolts, 1, 2, and then 3. Although I don't think I needed to remove that 3rd screw, so I think it's really just 2 screws, which is right there, and it just slipped right out. So comparing, they look very similar. To this point, I don't know if they are. This is to a Mazda 6, 2003 to 2008. Oh man, I miss my 06, but yeah, this is, even at the junkyard, this part is like $100, and it's from a used car. So I don't know, that's crazy. So this is mine, my old one. I don't know. I will put a little bit of grease first on this fitting just to make sure. It looks kind of dry in there, to be honest. Let's see if I can get a shot in here. Yeah, so it looks a little dry. I'm gonna clean off some of the grease and then put a little bit more grease, maybe some Shin-Etsu. And yeah, I'm gonna try to bolt it back on and see how it goes. This is the annoying things that happen. You see that screw right there? Well, its brother, which is the second one right next to it, apparently decided to fall into the door. Normally it's not a big deal when it's down there, but yeah, it's in the back corner. So I'm gonna give a shout out here to this Amazon thing I got for Christmas. It's like a endoscope. But what's cool is I can't see with the camera what's going on, but with this, we can actually see it right about right there. So, little endoscope comes with little attachments right here, and I'm gonna try it and see if I can get it to use a little magnet and see if I can get it to grab it from that corner. Okay guys, not a sponsor, but let's see if this thing can save the day. It's way in the crevice. I'm gonna slowly pull it out. Oh yeah, look at that. This thing's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. For 30 bucks, saved me a lot of time. Okay, so if you want to test to make sure this is working, which in my case, thank God it did, because this is not fun. All it was actually two bolts right here to remove. So it's, you do need to take these 3 out, and then what you do is there's 2 bolts. I think you saw it in the, that's one of them, and then on the other side. You do not need to remove the bolt right here, which was from there. Now, in order to test it, what you want to do is you want to hook up this connector, which connects into the actuator. It's on this side. And then the second connector you want to hook up is to the door lock. It would stink to be able to close this door and then it gets confused and then you can't open the lock. So it's better to trick it. So in this case, all you got to do is lock and unlock. Now obviously it's in the unlock position and you can't lock it. Like if I click on the lock on my keyless entry right here, it doesn't do anything. However, if you hold this door thing in, you can pretend that it's closed and then you can hit the lock button right here. So let's see if I can one hand this and see if we can see it lock. Boom, look at that. So you saw the actuator? It was never doing that before. I love it. Nice and strong. So I'm going to put this door back together. Well, things took a turn for the worst, I guess. Not the worst, but when we put everything back together, I noticed that the locks were clicking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's almost like there was not a synchronization between the actuator and the other door lock mechanism. So the central door lock relay appears to be right where my fuse box is. Very frustrating. So I took the whole thing apart today and What I realized is when I plug in the old door actuator, it works. It doesn't work, but it doesn't make that like constant locking mechanism noise. So now I have taken a flathead screwdriver, pried them both open. There's something about this dormant actuator that is not compatible. So the goal is going to be to replace this motor with this motor, and yeah, we'll see if that fixes it. After a lot of trial and error, I finally think I got it to a point where it's working. So I will demonstrate. I'm going to hold this door lock switch right here, and notice this, it's going to go to lock, unlock. And if I want to lock it from the outside, the advanced keyless entry button, lock, unlock. So the key here, I believe, was rebuilding the motor. That definitely gave it the juice. But I think when I had added it, put it back inside the socket, it was confused, and I had it plugged in while I was doing it, and I think it was confusing the central locking system. So my advice is to put the handle and the what's called that little this part. Make sure it's in the upright position when you install it, and then that seemed to fix it all. So anyway, I'm gonna put this door back together, and thank you guys for watching. Okay, so update number 2. I put it back together and this thing started coming apart. While it worked, it was separating and I couldn't screw. One of the screws actually secures this to the door panel and it started splitting. So use some E6000. I have it clamped. I'll try again. I think it takes 24 hours to dry. There's no taking this thing apart again, so hopefully put it back together right. And okay, so it's been 24 hours since I ended up super gluing this. Let's see how it comes out. Yeah, looks pretty good. So I'm gonna put this all back together, and this time it shouldn't split apart.